Hello, Liberty Park families. I hope you're all doing well and staying healthy. We certainly do miss you. I enjoy getting to see some of our parents and children come through to pick up Chromebooks this morning. It's just so great to connect. I know that many of you are essential workers. You're working from home, you're going out to work. Many of you are physicians, healthcare workers, and we just thank you for all that you're doing. With all that being said, we know that there are some challenges that our families are facing that they've never faced before, and that as we have worked with our district leadership team to create this instructional plan for our students, we have kept in mind that flexibility and grace is going to be very important at this time. So I wanted to kind of go over some of that with you this morning, and then just a reminder of some of the resources that are available to all of you. First of all, you should be hearing from your child's teachers today. They're just going to reach out, touch base with you, let you know what's coming. Beginning April 6th, we'll be putting in place the virtual instructional plan for Vestavia Hill City Schools. And what those minimum requirements look like are 45 minutes of iReady reading and 45 minutes of iReady math. iReady is a great tool because our students have taken assessments a couple of times on iReady, and what it does then is takes that information and personalizes an instructional plan for them. So when they are working, they're working on their level. In addition, they're going to need to read 20 minutes each day. We want that reading to be in a book that is independent or at instructional level. We don't want it to be frustrating. So if you need some resources, you're running out of books at home, please know that Miss Walton has got resources on our Liberty Park Library website, and she's constantly updating that and even looking to purchase more things during this time so that our children have plenty to read. The teachers will also next week be providing a prompt for students to respond to in writing. They should have come home with a social studies weekly or Alabama history book if they're in fourth grade before we got out. If they didn't, social studies weekly is also online. They will have an assignment in that next week that they'll need to complete. And then last, the teachers will be arranging for the class to have a Google Hangout. And the main purpose of this Hangout next week, first of all, is just to get the students used to getting into this format, knowing how to use their student emails, which we're probably going to need your help with, being able to connect and see the students and their teachers. I know that they've missed that so much, and that's going to be a format that we'll be using through the end of the year. So that's what next week looks like. Most of that is what we are calling asynchronous, in that it's very flexible. Your children can complete that work at a time that works best for your family. And works best for them. The only synchronous activity that we'll have next week is that one Google Hangout. And we will be posting a table on our website that lists all the synchronous activities for the week every week. So, for example, if you have multiple children, you could get on there Monday and see that if you have a first grader, they may have one on Monday at 9, and your third grade has one Wednesday at 11. And that way you can mark that on your calendar and know those few times that they need to be at their computer or can be at their computer. Beyond those minimum requirements, beginning April 13th, our teachers will send home a document every Monday, or at least by Monday at 8, that it's called a week at a glance. And we're using that district-wide. And then teachers will be able to put those optional instructional activities and lessons on there. It can have hyperlinks on it. It may have some links to videos that the teachers have created for lessons. And this gives one place that you can go for each of your children and know exactly what they can do in that week. As a matter of fact, at the bottom there's a box that's labeled extensions. And in that, our teachers will put the lessons from our music teacher, art teacher, our librarian, our counselors' codes to their Google Classroom and to our PE teachers' lessons. So they can access that whenever they have time and be involved in those lessons as well. So we hope that we're able to meet all their needs through these different platforms. If you have not picked up your medication, Nurse Brenda will be here Monday between 9 and 11. If you could email her and let her know what time you'd like to come. We can deliver that to you curbside. Also know that we are still, Vestavia Hill City Schools is still serving meals. For Liberty Park Elementary, the pickup is at Cahaba Heights from 11 to 12 on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. If your children are eating you out of house and home like mine at this point, this might be a great resource for you, and it's a quick drive away. When you go on Mondays, you'll get breakfast and lunch for both Monday and Tuesday, and then on Wednesday for Wednesday and Thursday. So all days are covered. Just know that you need to have your children with you in the car. We want you to know of a happy that we're going to be delivering over the next few weeks through the end of the year to your mailboxes for your students. It will not all happen at once. We'll just randomly select a few at a time to visit and leave that surprise, but know that everybody will be included before the end of the year. And we'll just wake up or come outside to find something fun at the mailbox. Just a way to show the kiddos that we miss them and love them, and know that we're thinking about them. Parents, we thank you so much for walking alongside us in this. I know what a challenge this can be. I have an 8th grader at home who I told her the other day I'll be facilitating your education the remainder of the year. She was not excited. I told her all my credentials, and she was not impressed. So I know that for me, teaching your children is going to be so much easier than teaching my own or even facilitating that learning of my own. I understand what that looks like. So know that we are here to help. We want to provide you those resources. If you find that your child needs more assistance with what they're learning or what they're working on at home, reach out to the teachers. They're prepared for that. They want to help. Let them know that you need some extra time or some more help with some activities or lessons. They're happy to do that. I just thank you again for your continued support. I know that we are going to be able to provide our kiddos with everything they need to have a successful start next year. Again, stay healthy. We miss you, and I'll see you soon.